I hope you guys are doing well. What up, D. Barry? A nice Tuesday afternoon in the Earlverse. It is hot outside. Hey now. I did a stream last night, I guess, so technically it's two streams. It ain't cool here. It's hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's probably about 90 degrees out. No, I've never even heard of that promotion. So that's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that whole situation. Um, like I said, that wrestler can sue a lot of people and probably win too, to be honest with you. You're talking. He could sue the owners. Someone told me that Rikishi and Booker T have something to do with it. So, you could probably sue those two. Um, oh, I don't know. I'm just doing this one today. I'm going to try and stream less, like once a day instead of, I've streamed lately as often as 4 times in one day. So I'm going to try streaming when my viewers are, according to the analytics page, my viewers are from 12 to 6. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to go on. I wanted to go on at 12, but then Melton's on, MLC's. I just got to go on. I'm not stealing people from them. I've got 22 people in here. I don't think that either person is going to be upset that I'm taking 22 people from them. I am, like I said, I'm trying to be the alternative to people who don't want to listen to that stuff. I don't find Stuttering John interesting at all. But apparently a lot of people do. So, it's one of those things. Well, I think, according to my analytics, Alex, most of my viewers, fans, whatever you want to call them, are on from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's my time. So 8 p.m. would be 11 p.m. East Coast. Listen, I'm not saying I'll never stream again at night, but I got to find a way to get more people in here. Um, um, but getting back to that wrestling situation, I talked about it a little bit last night. The problem is, does this guy still want to wrestle? Because if he does, it's going to be tough trying to make it in the wrestling business when you're suing Booker T and Rikishi. I wouldn't be surprised that within hours of this happening, a representative from both those guys was reaching out to this guy going, hey, if you're cool, you'll have a nice career in wrestling. If you sue us, we'll do everything we can to bury you. They might not have said it in those words, but the implication was probably made. You be nice, we'll be nice. It reminds me of a situation on Roast Battle. I was on, you guys know I was on that. Um, and there was a contestant who got injured tripping on the stage. And they probably could have sued the network. A lawyer absolutely would have sued Jeff and his manager because they were in charge of the show. They would have sued everyone associated with Comedy Central, everyone associated with that show. And I'm sure it was implied to her, hey, if you're cool, we're cool. And ironically, she got all 3 seasons. So what's up, Zoom? Zoom, Zoom. I mean, you know, the problem is when you get guys who are legit MMA people and you put them in a phony wrestling environment, you're really, if you're a legit MMA person, you have trouble pulling your punches. Um, so, like I said last night, I remember in AEW when Junior Dos Santos and Andre Arlovsky were in this faction, and you could tell Dos Santos more than Arlovsky was having trouble faking his punches. This guy's trained for 15 years to hit people for real and hurt them, and now he's in a situation where it's like, hey, you gotta throw a punch, but you gotta have it come up just short. You'll kill someone if you actually hit them. So, and whoever was in charge at that wrestling thing, maybe they told him to hit him. Hey, give it to him. Work stiff with him. So you could probably sue that guy. So, well, I don't think Raja will ever get into a ring with anyone. No, I probably won't collect any jerseys. There's no fighters. There's no tough guys for me to collect. Roddy Piper said that Mr. T was gassed out. Well, see, that's different, though. I mean, Mr. T wasn't really a trained fighter. So you take this guy, and the guy, Raja did look like he knew how to do MMA moves. And obviously, he grew up watching his dad. I mean, no one could really take him down. I mean, and even when he threw the guy down, that was legit. I think they call it a fireman's carry. So, what about Olivier on the Blue Jackets? He's a tough kid. I mean, he beat up Rempe, who's probably 6, 7 inches taller. So, I mean, Rempe is the real deal. And so is Olivier. WWE dropped some streaming service utility that they just part with over this. Yeah, I mean, I want to say it's a fireman's carry, but, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Or this guy could just take it as, hey, man, I could probably get a few $1 million for this. My wrestling career's over anyway. I don't really like beating up my body. I mean, a few $1 million for this guy could last 5 lifetimes. He's probably a hillbilly. I mean, he's an Army vet, so respect him for that for sure. But like, his needs are probably minimal. What up? What up? Oh yeah, I mean, but this guy's inbox was flooded with lawyers, pro and con. The neon sign is taking a nap today. So I mean, Rikishi, I don't know if he saved his money or whatever, but he's probably got a few million to go after. So if I'm Rikishi or Booker T, because someone told me Booker T has a loose affiliation with this organization, I'm reaching out to this guy going, hey, bro, you want a WWE tryout? We can make it happen. Or if you want an AEW tryout? We can get you on the roster. So, well, the promotion, William, in and of itself has probably not a lot of money, but the people who run it do. Rikishi and someone said Booker T. Booker T's, was just, I mean, both Rikishi and Booker T were very successful wrestlers. So, I mean, it's criminal assault for sure, SC. Uh, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's many ways that this could go. Like I said, I think the wrestler has all the cards. If he wants to continue wrestling, he could probably shuck and jive his way into a tryout with WWE or AEW, Ring of Honor, maybe. I mean, this is a guy who probably was never going to make it, but now he's in the position to be like, hey, Rikishi, you get me in with one of these companies, or you're gonna lose your ass. Um, and he could absolutely go after Rampage's money. I mean, this guy probably has no money, Raja, but the dad does. Get that 18 money. Um, yeah, but William, as well as I do, a good lawyer will find some way to go after the owner of the company who has the millions. I don't know how that area works, but knowing lawyers like I know, um, I would have a hard time believing that um, Rikishi isn't liable if it's his company. But I don't know if it is or not. He might have a loose association with it and someone else owns it. Um, I mean, it didn't seem. I mean, you could tell in the backstage area where this kid was with all the other wrestlers. It's a rinky-dink promotion. There was no backstage. I think this looked like they were on a patio or something. So it should be interesting. Um, so how old is that kid? How old is Roger Jackson? I mean, I'm guessing he looked like he's in his mid-20s. Um, no, Rampage isn't responsible, but like Rampage has absolutely nothing to do with this incident. But when what would you call Raja, the perpetrator of the crime, their dad is worth millions. Some lawyer's going to figure out a way. Um, oh, really? Yeah, I don't really care who I'm going up against. So, oh no, no. I mean, this is a fascinating subject. I mean, I absolutely, I just know lawyers. Like, I had, let's just say, a family member. They got into a car accident, and it was kind of a 50-50 who's at fault. And once they found out that they were related to the Kennedys, all of a sudden it was a $25 million lawsuit. So, it just lawyers will throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. And given that there are some famous people involved in this, even in name only, Booker T, Rikishi, Rampage Jackson, you know, it's almost like the Menendez brothers. They know they're not getting out of jail, but they're throwing bombs. So, by the way, how cool, William, did you see my Instagram post? And did everyone else see my Instagram post of taking a picture yesterday with my neighbor who was the bad guy in the Miami Vice episode One Way Ticket, the great Lothaire Bluteau. Well, I mean, I just bring up the Menendez brothers case. They're never getting out of jail, in my opinion. But, their lawyers are throwing up long bombs. And I think if I'm a shady lawyer, if I'm Jacob and Ronnie, that's a California reference for you kids, I'm going to sue Rikishi, Booker T, Rampage Jackson, because he's the father who's worth millions. And, I'm probably going to get rejected on all of them. But I'm going to take shots. No, I mean, let me see. I'll email you the pictures. They're funny, or you can go on my Instagram. Um, so, no, I've seen him. He's a neighborhood guy, and finally yesterday, we always say hello to each other, and I always kid him. Hey, I saw your episode. You got another 58 cents coming, and he's a very well-known actor in actor circles. I think the last thing he was on like an episode of American Gigolo on Showtime, and yeah, Lothair's awesome. He's so nice. Do you say hello? I said hello. Awesome guy, and you guys know what a Miami Vice fan I am. So I have some wrestling promises I did off the cuff on my page, promos. Um, yeah, I mean, he's one of those actors who, like, you guys in the chat might not know who he is, but he's probably been in 100 things over the. I mean, Miami Vice. That episode of Miami Vice, I think, was '85. So he's been a working actor for 40 years and probably longer. I mean, Miami Vice was not his first role. So I mean, we played tackle football once or twice, me and the Menendez brothers. That's where I also met Joe Hunt. Um, I mean, I asked him to come do the podcast, and he said yes, but he was like, bro, that was 40 years ago. I don't remember much about it. So, who's your favorite working actor? Nobody knows. Definitely John Glover. I mean, John Glover has been working, I think, since Mr. Goodbar in '77. So he's definitely my favorite actor. That you might know him from. I think he was in a Batman movie with Uma Thurman. He was the mad scientist. He's in Masquerade with Rob Lowe, The Chocolate War, 52 Pickup. Great bad guy. He was Lex Luthor, I think, in Smallville. I think. So he's definitely one of those guys and he kind of looks different. Like, in 52 Pickup, he was this youngish, in his early 40s, late 30s, good looking, looked like a country club hustler. And now he's, got a beard and, looks like a crazy scientist. Okay, right. You're right. Lex Luthor was the bald kid. So, I mean, he is a great actor, but, he I guess you'd call him a character actor. Um, he was also really good. I think he was in one of those AIDS movies, and the band played on, maybe. He was really good in that. Of course, he's gay in real life, so you could tell he put his heart and soul into that role. Let me look that movie up. I think it was in the band played on, but I might be mistaken there. Never ever run into Philip Michael Thomas. I would definitely mark out. So he was also in Scrooged, Payback, Gremlins 2. Batman and Robin was the one where he played. He's got 140 credits. He's got 3 movies in post production, so he's still working. Now let me see. He was also really good in the TV show. Fuck, what was that TV show he was in with Peter Horton, um, where he played the devil? Hold on. He was in the Blacklist. I think he was also in an episode of Law and Order. Um, what was that show he was on? I mean, he's Brimstone. Very good. Short-lived 1 season show on I think it was WB. I'm trying to get that. He's also in Homicide. I mean, the guy's, I mean, literally a who's who of TV shows and movies he's been in. Big things, little things. was that movie he did? I think it was in the 80s. Um, I mean, he's got so many credits. It's like, Jesus Christ. L.A. Law, I mean, RoboCop 2, also in that HBO series, The Hitchhiker. I mean, Meet the Hollowheads. Um, let me see. Murder, She Wrote. Miami Vice, of course, Lend Me an Ear. I mean, it's unbelievable. Um, the Evil That Men Do. Let's see. Maybe it wasn't in the band played on. You guys know me. I'm going to find this. Um, it's in the drug wars, the cocaine, the good son, Deep Space Nine. I mean, he really, Batman the animated series, he played the Riddler. I could absolutely see that. Love, Valor, and Compassion. That seems like a gay movie. Okay, yeah, that was the movie Love, Valor, and Compassion. So, really, the Quadfather. Hey, I could be honest with you, I'll always have a little love for the Quadfather. He tried to help get me monetized when no one else would. So, like, this is what he looks like. Like, just to show you, John Glover, like, so, let's see here. Yeah, that's kind of what he looked like in 52 Pickup. That. So you can see he got a lot of different looks. Well, let's view all. Let's show you them all. Oh, so like, this is what he looked like. Let me try and get you a 52 Pickup. That's kind of what he looked like in Brimstone. I don't know who the hell that is. That's not John Glover. Um, let's see. Oh, there he is in the Chocolate War. So you can see he kind of like is a jack of all trades guy. All right, you guys get the picture. Yeah, he's a great actor. I mean, he is an actor. Um, I just auditioned. I don't really care about Taylor and Travis getting married. I just auditioned a bit nice voiceover gig this morning that was very urgent. I was messaged the audition at 4 a.m. and told you've got to get this in by 9 a.m. sharp. And it films Thursday. So it would be very nice to get it, to be honest with you. But with these auditions, you just kind of, you just, like, it would pay a decent amount, but it would be more, it would lead to other things in the voiceover world because it's going to be heard by a lot of people. So, and they were looking for a comic with an improv background. So the fact that I've done the groundlings and whatnot would absolutely help me. But, they also said they didn't want like a typical announcer type voice, which my voice tends to be because it's so deep. But, in the voiceover world, it is really boils down to the slightest vocal nuance. Like if they want someone who kind of sounds like Darth Vader, I'll get it. If they want someone who sounds a little bit like, say, Clint Eastwood, Billy Brown will get it because he's like the black Clint Eastwood vocally. Um, so, yeah, Paul and Paul, what do you call a man who makes diamonds? Well, I'd call him darling. So it's just, I mean, my voice in some cases is too deep. You wouldn't think that would be an issue, but sometimes it's just they don't want it to sound like a baseball announcer. Now batting, Derek Jeter. They want it a little more softer. So, and it's a little hard for me to go soft, if that makes any sense. My voice is my voice. So, um, you know. Hello, friends. Welcome to a tradition unlike any other. I don't even know what that's from, but I can say any line. But the good thing about me is since I do 45 minutes to do 45 minutes to an hour stand up, I'm really quick in voiceovers. So, because voiceovers is easy, you're literally just reading words off of paper. There's not even the added pressure of memorizing the line. So, I mean, even when I was on the jellies and I had my wife and kid next to me, they're reading their lines. We're not looking at each other. We're just, So, I mean, I just, I do them, and I did this audition. And I went right back to sleep. Now, the good thing about the audition being at 4 in the morning was my voice is super deep in the morning. It's like deep. So, we'll see what happens. And it would be nice to get it because, like I said, it's not going to be that much money, a couple grand, but it would definitely lead to more work. And I haven't booked a voiceover gig in a hot minute for my agency. So, they're going to hold on to me because I'm their deep voice guy. So they'll never fire me unless I fuck up, which I won't. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. No, most voiceover auditions now are you gotta have a home studio. And here is my home studio. I think you guys have seen it. So I had 3 different mics. This is sorry about that. This is like the cheapest mic, but sometimes preferred because of the hardwood floors. This is the Fat Daddy mic. This is the audition. This is the mic I do the big auditions for. This is a Neumann mic underneath there. Underneath there. And this is a big pop filter with a pop filter behind it to try and mute the hardwood floors. And this is the mixing board. And there's the H4n recorder. So it's pretty good setup. And, we'll just play it by ear. I mean, one fat voiceover gig and you're in, baby. And, oh no, you don't audition in front of anyone. You just send in an MP3 and they just listen to it. They sit there like monkeys. All right, audition 1, audition 2, audition 3, audition 4, and audition 5. Hey, that deep voice. Whose is it? Earl. Call him in. I mean, it's a high-tech setup for me, but it's really low-tech. I mean, you literally, like, I use Adobe Audition, so here's how I do it. So what happens is I put the sound card in there, turn that on, speak into this, hit stop. I take the file, the little sound card, I put it in the back of this computer, and then I edit it with this. So I have the male voiceover setting plugged in, but there's also many settings. Like when I used to do the podcast, I would pick the the podcast voice right there. When Chandler would do her voiceover gigs, she'd obviously pick the female voiceover, and then if I was really doing shtick, I would do the boxing announcer, and then you just MP3 it and send it off. So it's not that high tech of a setup, to be completely honest with you. So I don't think you could record an album here, but I will be seeing Rat on Sat. Well, what up, Rudy? Hello, hello. Can you clue me in? I'm curious what Hinchcliffe's rep is with young comics in LA. Is he a nice guy, stuck up, standoffish? I mean, I don't really hang out with young comics, to be honest with you, so I don't know what young comics feel about him. You know, I'm assuming they all kiss his ass to get on the show, but I couldn't answer that question. I mean, I will say, Tony with older comics, he's kind of like Kiss. You either love him or hate him. I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, we're friends, but we don't talk a lot. I don't know where Josh Denny goes up. Well, I mean, the problem for me is like if I had a band that wanted to record in here, one of my neighbors would fucking kill me. But let's just say this was a house. I would definitely have to cover up the hardwood floors. But that, I mean, this is my house, but like, you'd have to put carpet and maybe some shit on the walls. But I get great quality given. The crazy thing is the Neumann mic is actually it's almost too advanced for the hardwood floors. I mean, you could, let me see here. I had a protein bar. So if I'm in the middle of recording on the Neumann mic and I drop this like that little noise you guys just heard would sound like a bomb blew up to the Neumann mic because it's so technologically advanced. I mean, that's a $1,200 mic. And the scary thing is they had a $7,000 mic too, but I wasn't going to go all in on that. Now, if I ever booked some fat animated movie or cartoon, I probably would get that mic, but I would also not record in this room anymore. So, noise canceling headphones? No. I mean, I play it back on my monitors, so I hear, I've been in the room where they've gone over people's auditions. They don't wear headphones. They just hit play on their iMac usually. And so I want to hear what they hear. So, I mean, like I said, the voiceover world it's fucking brutal. Like, especially and I've said this before, in my vocal category, which is booming, deep baritone, there's not a lot of people with my voice, and they're pretty much celebrities. So Billy Brown, Dylan McDermott, Rob Riggle, a couple other people I don't know about, football, and, Joe Tessitore, who used to be Rob Riggle's, I guess, sidekick on Holy Moly. Earl, can you do a driving stream tonight? Probably not. I mean, I got to find a way to make money at these streams. I don't mind doing one stream a day for no money, but I can't be streaming all day for no money. But you never know. I might get in the car and go, fuck it. I'm up. I might do a driving stream this week around this time. So, you enunciate. Wait. Well, I mean, that's from the years of comedy. Like, I'm used to speaking. So, I'm sure I lose out on gigs because my voice is too deep. And it's getting deeper as I get older, which I love. I mean, I would love to be Darth Vader, but, yeah, we're not doing hype trains in here. If you're looking for a hype train, then you better go over to MLC or Chad Zumach's channel. Um, I want to. I did enter. I beat Alabama the other day. I think they were the third ranked team in the country. I beat them 22-21. I was down 21-14 with about a minute 40 left, no timeouts. And I engineered a drive, mostly sideline passes. And then on the last play of the game, I scored a touchdown. And it was 21-20. And I had a chance to either go into overtime or go for a two-pointer. So I went with a slant over the middle. Bitch. I was motivated to beat Alabama. If you know why, you know why. Boing, 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 boing. Um, when I visit LA, I'll make sure to see you do stand. Yeah, 100%. Um, yeah. I don't. I'm not a shilling for money on here. Like, if you guys like what I do, pay me. If not, listen for. I read most of the free questions anyway. So, um, no, I don't. We don't talk about the Legion of Skanks in here. This isn't the Louis J. Gomez Power Hour. Go watch them if you want to see them kiss each other. Alabama owes me big time. Trust me on that one. A T-shirt, a key fob, and a ring. Just kidding. I'm not going to turn into Felicia talking about Pat. So that's why I don't talk about Alabama anymore. Because I started watching Felicia, going, Jesus, I kind of sound like her, and I like her. I get along with her. What's the you know what the word piazza means? You're trying to get me to say the F word. Well, Mike, I don't know if you're asking me or trolling me, but Mike Piazza was gay in real life. Who cares? Like, it's like nobody cares. But he was kind of undercover about it. So that's why people, especially on streams, they don't want to get in trouble. They won't say the F word, the one that rhymes like maggot. They'll say piazza. So I believe he was. And that's the great thing. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares if people are gay anymore. I mean, I get more shit for telling people I'm straight. They're like, really? Like, being straight is the new gay, in my humble opinion. So, well, I mean, we got to, hey, who knows? Maybe he's a pitcher off the field. Um, I don't know if he's gay or not. I don't care, but that was always the word on the street that he was gay. So, well, Calvin Klein's married and has 3 kids. Which side of the fence do you think he swings on? Um, 100% Williamson. I absolutely would think I was gay, and I'm wearing like skin tight rat T-shirts that are probably a size too small, but they're vintage, baby. Oh, a good stretch feels good on the old back. Um, any creeps in the saunas? I will say this about the new Gold's Gym. They seem to have curtailed the activity that was happening at John Reed, but it does seem to be gaining up in the locker room area a little bit more lately. But I have seen no activity there. A weak arm. I mean, Piazza was a great hitter. I don't recall him like throwing out a lot of runners, but um, oh shit, what day was he born? I'm September 17th, 68. So, okay, September 4th. Huh? Yeah, great. You know, great catcher. Probably the best catcher of his era. Was he defensively the greatest? Was he Johnny Bench behind the plate? Probably not, but it's hard to find a guy who's good at everything. Like, That's why I think I liked Dave Parker so much. I mean, Dave Parker in his prime was good at everything. Probably the best fielding outfielder, best arm. He hit for average, hit for power, and on two shit knees, stole a fair amount of bases. Um, yeah, I mean, I could see people thinking I'm gay, 100%. I mean, the haircut's kind of gay, the shaved on the sides and whatnot. The little bouffant look I've got going on here. But, that's how secure I am. I can walk around West Hollywood in leather pants and not give a fuck. So, that's what the term piazza means. Now, don't get me started on what Newport means. Hello. I was trying to explain that to someone the other day in West Hollywood about piazza and what Newport means. And this black dude walks by, and the girl I was telling it to goes pretty loud. It was like, "Hey, Earl, is that a Newport?" I'm like, um, Newport is I knew it. It's a word for a person of a darker skin tone, if you know what I'm saying. See, I don't even know what that means, Kip Smith, to be honest with you, but that's okay. So, menthol cigarettes. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, see, we're talking about the Dabbleverse. One question, just gets us into it. Yeah, really, I love Piazza, though. It's just so funny. Even my gay friends love it. They use it too. Because before Piazza, I think I would say butt pirate, anal assassin. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, basically they were. I mean, white people, they drink Hennessy too, but I guess it's primarily known as a black drink. Um, oh yeah, we don't talk about Joey C in here, Kip Smith. Um, yeah, I mean, Colt C is right. I mean, nothing is specifically made for black people. Um, or white people. You think Pabst Blue Ribbon was designed in a manufacturing plant for the whites? Um, I don't know. I don't smoke, so I don't know what they do in terms of that. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Uh, the Piazza Newports. What if they became like a huge band? And during every press conference or interview, it'd be like, "What does the band name mean?" That would be a great punk band. It would be a takeoff on Black Flag. I saw a punk. It was like a gay punk band. It was called Black. You know, um, I prefer Pepsi, to be honest with you. So, um, that's I don't know. I've always liked Pepsi better. Remember how? I mean, Piazza Newport would go hard in the paint, especially if you know. Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, every now and then I'll have a Coke Zero. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't know. For some reason, I've always enjoyed Diet Pepsi. Um, yeah, who knows? Maybe that'll be the name of my comedy special whenever I get it done. Tab wasn't. I. You know what? When you're talking about like going deep into the obscure drinks, Mr. Pibb, which was like a rip-off Dr. Pepper, was really good. But I don't think they make Mr. Pibb anymore. Um, so RC Cola wasn't bad. A little sugary. It was like a sugary, more sugary version of Pepsi. ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know what just happened. Bert Perkins. Big Earl, I'm going to need you to buy a Kiss pinball table and master it on stream. Cause she's bittersweet, she knocks me off of my feet, and I can't help myself, I don't want anyone else. She's a mystery, she's too much for me, but I keep coming back for more. She's just the girl I'm looking for. That's the new rule when Bert Perkins super chats me. You get the double ray gun, you get the flashing kiss sign, and you get a little bit of the harmonies of the Click Fives, Just the Girl. Yes, someone paid the money, honey, or the rat sign. Because I'm in such a good mood, I'll do this. She can't keep a secret for more than an hour. Do 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 do. She runs on 100 proof attitude power. Do 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 do. And the more she adores me, the more I ignore her. That fucking bitch. Sorry. Thank you, Bert Perkins, in the house. I'm humbled and honored myself. Okay, well, let me pull up the words to charisma because it's been a minute. Bert gets what Bert wants. Let's see here. What is my charisma? Is it my body or my brain? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Oh shit, Michael Sanders in the house. You get the single ray gun, but $1.99 is better than nothing. I'll tell you that much. Thank you very much. Hold on here. Hold on. I've got to hear the song. Hold on here. Hold on there. I don't want to get a copyright. So because Bert just spent $50 and Michael a few bucks, I want to give you guys a little more bang for your buck than most people do. All right, let's go on Spotify. All right, let's see here. Okay. Is it my fortune or my fame? Is it my money or my name? Is it my personality or just my sexuality. You're the only, what is my charisma? What is my charisma? Yeah. Am it my body or my brain? Do I drive you insane? Ha! Is it the power of my touch? Do you need me too much? Too much, too much. What is my charisma? What is my charisma? Is it my fortune or my fame? What is my charisma? Yeah, what is my charisma? Is my charisma? What is it I've got? What is it about me that gets you so hot? Hot. Yeah. Guitar solo. Am I the master of your soul? All right, this song's. You get the point. What if someone just came into the stream right now? What the fuck is this guy doing? I'm making the money, honey, for once. I made $51.98. Take that, Kevin Brennan, you son of a bitch. Imagine if Earl tag team with Roddy Piper would have been an interesting combo. Yeah, 100%. That's a fact, Jack. I would have been the bad guy. That's why I was on the podcast with Roddy, to be honest with you. He liked being the good guy. Yeah, that's what happens when you make the money, honey. I'll sing a song. I'm a song and dance man. So, and the door is open because it's so fucking hot. So we'll go about another 7 minutes, guys. Pimp on a blimp, you know. I like Alex Stein. I think he was supposed to hit me up. He was doing some event at Loyola Marymount, but not really. I mean, it's still a little hot. I mean, we'll go outside to end the stream. You know, I've got to pick up an energy drink. You know what? I do hustle. I absolutely do hustle. I might be a lot of things. Hardworking is absolutely one of them. That is a fact, Jack. But I really don't mind working hard. I actually have a strong work ethic. Most people probably wouldn't think that, but I do. You got to show me the money, honey. You know, this isn't karaoke for free, Ricketts. Even though you did try and hook me and someone else up with a dog named Tank. David told me and my ex about a giant dog named Tank, and we went to look at Tank, and Tank was a big dog. Like, he was not an apartment dog. I think he was a Rottweiler, but very cool. I mean, when he stood on his hind legs, he was taller than the person I was with. So, I don't grift for money on here, so I appreciate Mr. Perkins. His wife is probably cutting his balls off right now. $50 to that motherfucker. Lois is chilling. She's sleeping right now, and hopefully she remains asleep. When I go, you got to be careful taking a gig off. 100%. Yes, Tank did find a good home. Tank was just too big. I mean, the great thing about Annie, the German Shepherd, was that since she was very sick with cancer. Her energy level wasn't the greatest, but so it was a manageable condo dog. But Annie also she wasn't like lazy. Me and the lady at the time, we took Annie on a full Fryman Canyon hike, and she did it like it was nothing. She didn't want water halfway through. She's like, I'm dying of cancer. I don't need fucking water. I need T cells, bitch. So, I mean, I rarely take a gig off. Well, here's the thing. I've got some maneuvering to do. I got my Saturday night spot, but I also said in the instructions when I called in for my spot that I was going to see Stephen Piercy. Could I get Friday night instead? They did not see that note, apparently. So if it comes down to it, I'm going to miss Stephen Piercy, because you take 1 week off. I don't know how Rose thinks, really, to be honest with you, but like, I know with Adam and Emily, it's like, oh, you don't want the spot we gave you? Well, guess what? Next week, you ain't going to get that spot either, bitch. So, I have to say, I'm one of the few comics to survive the cut. Believe me, a lot of comics did not survive the Emily to Rose crossover. They just have different comedy taste. But he would understand. I mean, it really is. You can't like, I mean, I want to see. I'm going to try and switch with someone Friday maybe, but Earl, they're coming for our cars again. Well, we got the pictures. Let me see if I can show you the pictures of this guy who was in the garage. I mean, I don't like this building at all, but I do like. The neighbors are all cool. Okay, so yes, let's see. Okay, so here we go. Just so you guys don't think I was bullshitting. Hold on, yeah. So I mean, this is scary. Like, he's trying to get into the fucking building. Like, whatever. I mean, Lord knows what would have happened if he got into the building, and then, okay, hold on. So, there he is. So, there he is trying to rig the gate to be open. And then just casually walking out. So, very, not, I don't know, what would I have done if I would have caught the guy? I mean, that's one of those things where I don't know until you, if I was down in the garage and I saw him, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Now, I leave some of my hockey sticks by the car. So if he had one of my hockey sticks, now the good thing is I don't think he realizes how expensive those things are. I would have fucking charged him. So well, we get alerts. So like the homeowners, like the head of the homeowners association, he gets an alert if anything goes wrong with the gate. If the gate's open, he gets an alert. The last time someone broke into the garage, for whatever reason, the guy ripped the camera off. We got an alert. So, or if I saw this guy wandering around the garage, and depending where I was at in the garage, I would go get a hockey stick and go get the fuck out of here and don't ever come back. And if he charged, he could have had a gun. I mean, listen, I mean, that's a wild card. Earl, can you give my friend a little cupcake? What? Jake, I don't do shout outs. You got to show me the money, honey. So, well, I've got, let me see what I have in my car. I mean, I don't have any weapons in my car. No, he's not a tenant. He waited until someone left and then he snuck in and then, um, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't break into any of the cars. But when afterwards, I walked on the street to try and find him, um, but no luck. I can send you weapons if you need them. I mean, really I mean, I've got my Rambo knife, um, but, at that point, I'd rather have my hockey stick. Because to use my Rambo knife, I'd have to get close enough to him to do it. And, a hockey stick, if I hit you in the face with a blade of the hockey stick, you're going to be fucked up. Um, that's not my problem, Jake, what Kevin does. We're not concerned about the Kevin Brennan business model. I got to make the money, honey, Jake. Um, so we are all not allowed to defend it. I know. Well, that's the problem. The last guy that broke into the garage, yeah, but tweeting out the stream, don't pay the bills, baby cakes. Um, um, I walked down there with a hockey stick, and I said, I lied. I was like, West Hollywood Sheriff's, get the fuck out. And the guy literally was like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, what? So, we can talk about wrestling for free, Jake. I mean, they've got a good relationship. Well, they own Ring of Honor. I mean, I think they got to do a better job of promoting who's in CMLL because just the majority of American fans don't know who anyone is there. Um, and, I kind of, Forbidden Door doesn't mean anything to me anymore just because, you know, like Okada is already over here. So it's not a big deal to see Okada wrestle Swerve Strickland. Now, it would have been if Okada was just stayed in New Japan and they do this Forbidden Door once a year and it would mean a little more. But Okada's my favorite. I just bought a new Okada shirt. So, what do you think about it? So, I like it. All right. We're going to go outside now while Lois is asleep. Let me check my email. Make sure. And who knows, maybe we'll see this guy. I mean, there's not, listen, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. There's not a lot of black dudes in my neighborhood, so um, you know. All right, Lois. Lois is sleeping right now. Shh. So, very nice day out. Thank you. I think I will stream more at this time. I haven't locked in a time yet, so you can just see it's very nice out. Now, I've been given some tea that this building, which is the Le Petit Hermitage Hotel, has orgies on Friday and Saturday nights. And you know what? That info checks out. Because I was walking the dog at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and the other night, there's like some half-naked people walking around. So here's my garage. And you could see what he was trying to do was jam this. And, I mean, he had a bag, so he probably had tools. maybe a gun. But I mean, the people who come in and out of the garage, you got to be vigilant. Like, you can't just take off. Because I'll guess he saw a car leaving and he was like maybe hanging right here, fucking around. And then as soon as the car went that way, he just kind of casually walks in. So be on the lookout for a Newport this is the vigilante stream. A Newport with gray Nike sweats. Now, I went on foot to find him. I did not find him. That's the front gate. It's the only gate, so... I mean, uh-oh. Maybe they're looking... There he is. I mean, there are a lot of nice... I mean, this garage has a lot of nice cars. I mean, this is kind of a good street to rob because, right at the bottom of it, Santa Monica Boulevard, you could just blend in to the background. We move, 5-meter spread, no sound. And you could just kind of get lost. I mean... The head of the homeowners messaged me and said, hey, a guy just entered the garage. And I was walking down this street maybe 5 minutes after he walked down this way. And, he just got lost in the shuffle, I suppose. At first I thought he might be in the alley because there's a lot of fucking riffraff in this alley at times, but now I went right. It's possible he went left, so I don't know, but is that him right there? No, I'm just kidding. Racial profiling. Hello. This guy was a little skinnier. Is that Frank Thomas? I'm going to find this guy. Jesus, they're all over. All right, so just a normal day in West Hollywood. Not too, what the fuck? I'm feeling it. I'm gonna run it. Fuck it. Damn it. Almost. Here's the gay weed store. I'm gonna lay in the shade. Yeah, we don't talk about Karmic X in here. Although I like him, I got no problem with Karmic X. Although I do see a bad ending coming there. I mean, Jesus. All right, be on the lookout. We got a medium skin Newport, skinny complexion. Ooh, would I love to catch that guy. Beat the shit out of him, get in a few free shots. Is this Aunt Jemima? What the fuck? Yeah. A lot of piazzas of walked in that sidewalk. That's a fact, Jack. This guy's just chilling right now. I gotta turn the volume down because they play music. This guy could be homeless too. He just, the fuck? Earl Skakel in the house, live in Hollywood, West Hollywood to be. Is that Josh Day? Hey-o! Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question. I was a fitness trainer. I mean, I'm in good shape now, but back in the late 80s and early 90s, I was fucking a giant. So, you know, I did a lot of business. I can't say a lot of people want to look like me now, but they did back then. Whew, it's hot. Yeah, that guy would be a great guard. And he's so nice, I almost want to give him money. Because he never asks for money, and he sweeps up the parking lot. He cleans in the 7-Eleven. I think they basically have him there as security. I mean, I'm 6'1", 205-ish. I would say he's 6'3", 6'4", maybe, and solid. Like, you could tell he's done some type of training. I don't know what, but he's done it. I don't think we're gonna find the black dude who is trying to steal from my unit, but who knows? Who knows? You might be walking around just like me. The fuck? So we'll wrap up the stream in a minute. Thank you to Michael and Bert Perkins for your financial donations, your tips. Always welcomed in the Earlverse. You probably aren't, but maybe you are. It is kind of scary that he had a bag. But the weird thing is he didn't break into any cars. I mean, there's some nice cars in my... I mean, I won't say I have the nicest car down there. I mean, there's, I believe, a Mercedes or two, a Porsche, a couple other nice cars, but... you know, not a great time. You know, he wasn't the smartest guy in the world. I mean, around 7 o'clock is when a lot of people in my building are getting home. So what we believe he was doing was trying to rig the gate so he could come back later, but I don't think that was very successful. Like, I would say a good time to steal probably be at night. No, he doesn't know this, but you know, I'm probably the only one up at night. Another unit for sale. This is the building next door. I believe a building or a unit in this building just sold for about 1.4, so that's good for my building. Because we have a pool, they don't. Hey. My what?
Are you on a call?
Stream. I'm on a live stream.
I'm waiting.
No, you want to be on it?
No.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm just showing them where the guy tried to break in yesterday.
I know.
I mean,
you should have had me when I got here with my motorcycle.
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't break into at least one car.
He had the motor was all open. He had it jammed, so it doesn't close. So thank God. I mean, I came down. I didn't know what was going on. I just went to recycle stuff.
Right.
David gets pop-up that the
right.
gate is open. So I came down like, David, it's broken, and then we found out the guy jammed it.
He was very casual with how he...
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what it was in the garage.
I mean, he's probably... But not a smart time to break in at 7 p.m. when...
He wasn't... I think he was just putting it so that it doesn't close.
Oh, so he could come back.
He was going to come back. I think he was just going to go maybe bring his friends or something. That's my guess.
He must have had a car, though, because I didn't see that guy.
Maybe he jumped with his... But I think he was coming back with his friend.
Okay, well...
Hello,
Hey, Howard. I mean, he'll probably come back.
Oh, I'm sure.
So we just got to be careful.
But you know, I mean, I pay attention, but nobody else does really.
I mean, I do when
It's
I
like,
come in and out.
exactly.
I wait till the gate.
Yeah, me too. But
But it was probably something like Bob.
yeah, it's
I get it.
nobody pays attention.
So,
I mean, even Fred just goes zoom right in. He doesn't.
but he
even
probably
look.
like if you see a black dude right there, just
I don't know. But it's, now I'm like paying attention to all the cars that are sitting and
Oh yeah.
people in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm just like even more.
There's a couple the other night. What it was Saturday night, like right there in their car, but looked like they were waiting for something. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I know that's a good thing.
I'll see you later.
Tell them I'm going to pick up the child.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's just chilling right now. All right, you guys. I got to go to the bathroom, to be honest with you. So the stream is ending. I love you all. I appreciate the financial enumerations. I'll see you tomorrow. Earl Skakel over and out.